Why do you think some people turn into drug addiction, abuse, or drug pushing? I believe that people who turn to drugs lack of support and guidance, which drugs could give the pleasure and relief of escaping the realities of life and the thought of being happy for a while. How will drug addiction adversely affect the people's lives? Drug addiction may affect the lives of people in so many ways, but it all starts in the brain and the attitude of the user. Once drugs get into our heads, there is no turning back. It will affect lives, not only yours but also the people around you. What's the best way to avoid drug abuse? For me, the best way to stay out of drugs is constant reassurance from other people and not being afraid of opening up to other people. Being able to find your home from other people, and when you find someone troubled or feel like needs help, don't be shy to approach and make them feel loved and valued. Why is there conflict or war in any forms? I believe misunderstanding and lack of communication are the main factors of conflict or war. People have different views and opinions. When one party had misinterpreted or jumped into conclusions, that's when the conflict usually starts. It is said that conflict or confrontation is necessary to solve certain issues or problems. Why and how? Like what I said, lack of communication is always a factor of war and conflict. When two parties decide to confront and to understand each other, it is much easier to make peace with one another. How do you deal or confront others constructively in times of disagreement? I first listen to their side of the story for me to understand fully their concerns before I step in and speak out my thoughts. Do you believe that the youth is the hope of our nation? Why? Yes, I do believe that we, or our generation, is the hope of our nation. The youth nowadays try more to understand the current situation not only of ourselves but also the community. We tend to think more out of the box that can benefit more people or majority of the community. How will you justify that young leaders' new blood can make difference and can be productive to our society? Our generation or the youth today takes time to listen to one another, and I know that is one great factor that the new leaders would have greater advantage than the community today. We also connect with one another and try our best to understand the conflict or the situation at hand before jumping into conclusions.